Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Fagella. Welcome to my presentation on audiobooks. In this presentation, I will discuss what audiobooks are and the benefits associated with audiobooks as an assistive technology. And then I'm also going to take you to a great audiobook website called EPIC, and I'm going to teach you a little about the site as a resource for your classroom. So what is an audiobook? According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, audiobooks are simply defined as a recording of a book or magazine being read aloud. Audiobooks can be used by all ages, including school-age students, as well as college students and adults. There are several different ways in which audiobooks can be listened to, including CDs, apps on tablets or other devices, as well as cassettes, although these might not be as common anymore. What is the purpose of audiobooks? Many would argue the main purpose of audiobooks are for people to listen to for enjoyment, but they serve other purposes in regard to learning. They give students many opportunities to read and make reading a fun task rather than a frustrating task. What are the benefits of audiobooks? Audiobooks help support reading by increasing word exposure and improve vocabulary. This is true especially for students in the younger grades. Word exposure is crucial for students to learn how to read. Using audiobooks, students can follow along with the reading to help their word exposure. Audiobooks can also help students build background knowledge. Students can hear how books are read and can hear the vocabulary, language, and structure of books as well. When students get books read to them, it can also improve their comprehension because it is being read as a whole rather than choppy and word by word, which is where they might be at with their reading. Audiobooks can also build independence and confidence in students. When students are taking control of their own learning, they feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. When students can use audiobooks to assist with their reading, they can feel a sense of pride they might not feel if they were reading independently. Audiobooks also provide students with a great model of reading. They are able to hear the fluency and tone of reading with audiobooks. The audiobooks can also highlight humor in books, which is something a student might miss out on if they were reading the book independently. Audiobooks give students the opportunity to read books that are above their current level, or other books they might not otherwise read if they didn't have the assistance from an audiobook. Audiobooks can also build imagination because as students listen to the audiobook, they begin to create the story in their minds. Who can benefit from audiobooks? Almost everyone can benefit from audiobooks, but students in particular that could benefit are students with dyslexia who might otherwise not be able to read independently. English language learners and struggling readers can also benefit from audiobooks by hearing how books are read and how it can assist with vocabulary and increasing their word frequency. Students or adults with poor eyesight could also benefit from audiobooks by not having to strain their eyes while reading. There are several websites that have free audiobooks. However, sometimes with the free websites, there are not as many options of books. There are also several websites in which teachers, schools, or parents can pay for audiobooks, such as Audible from Amazon. Although it has a price of almost $15 per month, there's a lot of options with an audiobook selection like this. And like I previously mentioned, I'm going to be showing you in just a few minutes about the website EPIC. In conclusion, audiobooks are a great assistive technology tool that can assist students with many different learning needs, including dyslexia, English language learners, and struggling readers. Even adults can benefit from listening to audiobooks. They are a great tool that can be found online for free, or it can be purchased through several different websites, including Amazon. I'm now going to take you through a great audiobooks website that can be beneficial to use in the classroom. So this is the website EPIC. It can also be an app that you download if your classroom has iPads or other tablets in your classroom. As you can see, I am logged in as a teacher. When I sign up, I can put my whole class roster in here, but being that it's the summer, I don't have any students right now. When you do have your class roster in and a student logs on to the app or the website, it will take them to a screen that looks exactly like this. As you can see, there's lots of different options of books that students can choose from. They can even click here and search by recommended, by popular, There's quizzes on here and other categories that students can browse. Also, if there's a particular book in mind that they want to read, they can actually search by the author, the title of the book, or just another keyword. So, for example, if I wanted to find The Kissing Hand, I could type that in here, and the website would search, and here it is. And then from there, the student can choose the book. And this is really great because it gives you the age range for the student. Of course, students younger, even older than this, could also benefit from listening, but it does give you a suggested age range. It also gives you a length. Obviously, the length will vary, but it could take students between 5 and 20 minutes to listen to this. It also has, for some books, a lexile measurement. This one in particular does not have one. But it's really great for you to be able to see what these books offer before the students get started. And then just to read through the books, the students just click or tap, if they're using the app, to turn the pages. Another great feature of this website is that teachers can actually choose some preferences. So when you click on preferences, you can choose the age level. You can choose what kind of books you're looking for, which is great because for me, I would do something like picture books and early readers, and even ABC books, as I am a kindergarten teacher. But it's great for even the older grades up until about 5th or 6th grade. So you can choose from some of those, so the options are a little bit less, which might be better for students who are a little bit younger. So going off of the tab that I showed you before, there's actually two kinds of audiobooks on here. There are Read to Me audiobooks, and there's also regular audiobooks. For the Read to Me audiobooks, which are highlighted by a green notification, students can click, and everything will be read, and the pages will turn for them.
Count with me. How many fishies do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So as you can see for that one, the book read itself automatically and turned the pages for the student as well. With a regular audiobook, if the student chooses that, this one is highlighted by a purple icon. And for this, there is no actual book. The students are just listening, and it adds sound effects and things like that. So going off of what I said before, how it can build imagination, as students are listening, they can kind of paint the image in their head. So I'll show you a quick example of what this would look like.
The Napping House by Audrey Wood, illustrated by Don Wood. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house...
So as you can see, it's actually not turning any pages, but the students can really imagine the book in their brains. Another great feature of this website or app is that students can choose other categories, and when they do, it tells them by highlighting in either green or purple if it's a Read to Me book or if it's an audio book. So as you can see, there's lots of different examples. There's also books that students can read on their own without the assistance of the Read to Me option or the audiobook option. They can actually read it on their own, which is a great thing too. Students can kind of work their way up to books like this. One more feature that I want to point out on this website is the option to save books. So if there's a book that a student really likes to read or likes to listen to, they can actually favorite it, or as a teacher you can do that as well. You can add it to a particular list. So as you see here, if you click in this corner with the little heart with the plus sign, you can either make it a favorite book or you can click add to, and you can start a new collection that the students would then be able to go in and they'd be able to view your collection. So if there were certain books that you really wanted the students to listen to, you could create a collection and then they could go into that collection and specifically listen to or read those particular books. So that's my presentation on audiobooks and the website EPIC. I hope you see the value in audiobooks and what a great tool EPIC could be for your classroom. Thanks for watching.